Hello, I am Jim Maddock. I want to be your next county judge to reduce waste in our government. Reducing waste will enable us to free up the funds to achieve 3 goals. In the short term, we must ensure that we fairly compensate our employees, our most valuable assets, and fund needed priorities. For the longer term, we must reduce our tax rate so we can compete for growth. I moved to Grayson County in 1981, believing it would be a great place to raise my sons. It was. We have a great county. We have great people. We even have a pretty good county government with good employees. We have pockets of excellence in our county government. We have rapid turnaround of internet vehicle registration renewals by Bruce Stidham's deputy Christine Orr and her team. Wilma Bush's vital statistics team has received exemplary recognition in customer service by the state for 6 years running. Our jail captain, Roger Brazil, and his folks teamed with folks from the county and district clerk's offices. They improved their paperwork to get convicted criminals out of our jail and into state prisons 10 days faster, freeing up jail beds. So we have much to be proud of. We're pretty good, but we can be the best. And we must get better to compete for new industry. We need a new kind of leadership because, like any large organization, we still have much waste. That will be my focus. Every county in Texas has a county judge. In a county our size, this is primarily a leadership and administrative position. The county judge is the chief budgeting officer who leads the commissioner's court, which provides strategy for the county, establishes administrative policies, approves all purchases, develops the budget, and sets the tax rate annually for the county. So since the county judge's role is primarily leadership and budgetary management, I believe my 40 years of experience will enable me to provide that new kind of leadership in serving the citizens of Grayson County. We must reduce our tax rate to compete for new industry. Just focusing on airport improvements and roads won't do it. When I moved here in 1981, our tax rate was 29 cents. Today, it is over 49 cents. Collin and Denton counties both have rates about 1/2 of ours. It's hard to bring in new industry when our tax rate is twice as high as theirs. Would you pay $7 for a gallon of gas when you could buy it right next door for $3.50? We don't like to think of our government in terms of making a profit, and we shouldn't. But we must begin to recognize that we do compete with others for new industry. We've lost a lot of industry, and without new industry, households will shoulder a larger and larger percentage of our budget. This cannot be sustained. We must reduce waste to enable a reduction in our tax rates. On my website, I pledge to team with our employees for a very good reason. They directly provide most of the services to the taxpayer, and they also already know where much of the waste can be found. So we need to empower them and encourage them to find and eliminate waste and reward them when they do. I also pledge to team with the other elected officials. I won't try to tell them how to enforce laws, prosecute crime, hold trials, or manage records. That's their expertise. But all of us have waste in our processes. We take 10 steps when 5 should have been enough. That's waste. We begin a task we can't complete because we find we're missing some key information or supplies or forms that we need to complete the task. That is waste, and waste costs money. So I want to help them and their people learn how to find and eliminate this waste in their own processes. I spent the first 20 years of my career managing multi-million-dollar budgets. And I spent the last 20 years of my career training and mentoring others to remove waste from their own operations. I did this in the private sector with TI and Raytheon, and I've done this in the government sector with Naval Air Systems Command, who saved $500 million in their first 2 years, and with the U.S. Army, who has saved over $3 billion per year in the last 2 years. All of these organizations use an approach to reduce waste and cost that is known worldwide as Lean Six Sigma. That's what I want to do here. I'm the only candidate in this race with proven experience in cutting waste. We must cut waste to take care of our employees, fund our priorities, and reduce our tax rates, which will enable us to become more competitive to bring in new business. So your choice is simple. You can vote for politics as usual, or you can vote for a new approach to leadership in our county government. Please do visit my website at www.jamesmaddock.com, where you can learn more about me and about my qualifications. Thank you for taking the time to listen.